Hi, my name is Meg Edwards and I am a GTD coach. And today I wanted to talk about the area focus review. And when's the last time you did an area focus and responsibility review? One of the things that we talk about is the weekly review, right? The critical success factor. And to do that, weekly or as often as you can to really kind of clean up your project level and your ground level. Including your calendar, the tool that you're using, projects, actions, agendas, waiting fors, all of that. Because that's where the most volume is that project level and ground level. But what about above that? At the beginning of every month, I do an area focus / responsibility review. And when I'm working with clients, a lot of clients don't even have that level fleshed out. So if you don't have that fleshed out, then I really highly recommend that you carve out some time to flesh out that level, because I love the area focus and responsibility level. You don't have to be living on those lower horizons. And the areas of focus and responsibility level is the bridge level to go up and down the horizons. An area of focus and responsibility is what creates a goal, vision, and purpose, and it's what creates a project in action. And if your areas of focus and responsibility level isn't clear and isn't really fleshed out, then, the lower and higher horizons can be a little murky and a little not clarified and not clear. So what still kind of amazes me is how much can change in a month. Birthdays, holidays, wonderful new opportunities showing up for work. I had a death in the family. I have a sister who's going to be coming and living with me at the beginning of April, which I'm really excited about. But all of that created a lot of new projects and actions for me. So what I did is yesterday, I spent, about 45 minutes, and I reviewed each area of focus and responsibility, added some new ones, and that triggered some projects and actions that I hadn't captured yet. One of the things that David always talks about is if you need clarity, bump up. Well, this is the opportunity every month to kind of bump up, get some higher altitude, to ensure that you really have all of your projects and actions in place. So, for example, some of my areas of focus is my health and well-being, my home, my car, fun, travel, my daughter, my pets, my sister, my brother-in-law's estate. So it changed from my brother-in-law to now, settling his estate, friends and family, finances. If you have a spiritual practice, if you have aging parents, if you've got, young kids or nieces and nephews or friends that you haven't seen for a while, it's really kind of like, what has your attention on these levels? These are areas of focus and responsibilities that you don't check off as done. They don't change that often. Are there any problems or issues that are showing up when you look at that area of focus? Any processes or procedures that need to be put into place? Any competency building projects or actions that you'd like to capture? Or any creative projects or actions that you'd like to capture? Or maybe that area of focus and responsibility is on cruise control and there's nothing you need to do. Or maybe you don't want to energize that area of focus and responsibility, and that's okay. This isn't a time to also overcreate. We talk about what has your attention, and then it's like, well, what really, really has your attention? You're kind of also looking for, do any open loops show up? Could be emotional, physical, mental, spiritual open loops that you want to capture. And so even though I've been doing my weekly reviews in December, I still grabbed new projects and actions. I realized, that I don't have any backup glasses. So my sister, we lost a pair of her glasses and she doesn't have glasses. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know why I didn't think about having backup glasses for her and I. So, I have to do that. I realized that I really need to get somebody else to deal with my car. because the car dealership said, you really should go to somebody that specializes in your kind of car that you have. So I have a look into project like that. Now that I know that my sister's going to be coming and living with me in the beginning of April, that kickstarted a whole bunch of projects that were not identified in the beginning of December. We knew it was coming, but now it's here. So what it does is, again, it puts me back in the driver's seat of my life. As I have said in previous videos, I think the human nature is, on course, off course. And I've just been getting, constantly taken off course, but I can get back, and I can get back in a very systematic way, a very efficient, effective way. I can think my way through all of this. And it's not to say that it hasn't been some challenging times, but there's some wonderful opportunities showing up, and I don't want to miss any of that. I don't want to get buried in some things that are going on and miss those incredible creative opportunities that are showing up. And so I relish the time in the beginning of the month to be able to do an area of focus and responsibility review. I've been doing them pretty much for 25 years now, and it's a different kind of thinking. If you haven't created your areas of focus and responsibilities, please block out some time to do that, so that you're just not always focusing on projects and actions. If you do have your areas of focus and responsibilities, but haven't done a review for them in a while, please give yourself the gift of spending some time doing a review. And then if you want to, put a tickler in your calendar at the beginning of every month to schedule a review in. I remember in the beginning I kept forgetting that level. And so I put a tickler in my calendar the first Wednesday of every month to schedule an area focus responsibility review. I have a tendency to split them out. I do a personal areas of focus and responsibility review, and then I do a professional one. You might want to combine them. I know that sometimes I combine them, sometimes I separate them out, surely because of volume of what can sometimes show up. And I've just kind of always been doing it that way. But definitely, you don't have to split that up, whatever works for you. One of the things that David talks about in Chapter 9 of the Getting Things Done book is prioritization. And one way to prioritize is through the horizons. So sometimes I'll look at the ground level and I will be like, I'm not quite sure what really, I want to do. And then above that is your projects level. And sometimes I look at the project level and I'm like, But boy, when I go up to my areas of focus and responsibilities list, it just comes so naturally to me to say, I want to move that area of focus forward. And then I can drop down into projects and actions. And sometimes there wasn't even anything there and something kind of creative showed up that I want to do. So thank you for always tuning in to GTD Focus YouTube videos. We love doing them. We love to hear any feedback that you have, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Cheers. For more GTD resources, please visit gettingthingsdone.com and David Allen's YouTube channel. For more information on GTD coaching, please email us at info@gtdfocus.com or visit our website at gtdfocus.com.